What's going on, guys? I'm Mark with the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Back at you with another blind review. And today I got the Imperial Stout with coffee from Trillium Brewing Company. And it's 11.5% ABV. Dusk Trill Dawn. It's a pretty newer one out. We got Pat, Dave, and Maury out there ready to come in and tell you what they think.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. A lot of rich coffee and chocolate right off the bat.
I was gonna say black licorice.
I can see that too. I'm getting a lot of smokiness on it too.
Yeah, I'm getting smoke. I'm getting black licorice. I'm getting some wood.
Little cola, a little bit of bacon. Wow, man. This is an interesting aroma. I seriously get some type of fruit under there. I get cola, a little bit of that licorice, molasses.
I get molasses. I get black licorice.
And liquid
I
smoke.
get some wood. I get a little smoke. And I'm even now getting a little backdrop of like sweet bourbon.
Yeah. Like there is a hint of vanilla, kind of. Maybe used barrels, like once used or twice used. Cheers. Actually, that cola is a lot more prominent on the taste. Wow. But you get... I think it's oak aged, man. Yeah, I get like a heavy oak tannin on this for sure.
Yeah, and I get a sweetness on this thing too.
Me too.
It's definitely barrel aged. I mean, there ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I get a light. The smoke is not overwhelming for me anymore, but
It's like charred barrels.
I do get a char. I get, I'm still getting like that kind of like black licorice like flavor on the end, or molasses. I'm getting a little more molasses now on the flavor.
There is a hint of like a beef jerky. Sorry. It's kind of creamy. That head, it makes it kind of like it's not chewy, but it's creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could make a hell of a beer float with this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's bitter too. Like on the end, it's like bitter molasses and like I'm almost getting like not really a coffee, but I'm definitely getting some sort of almost like a hop bitterness on the back end.
There's even a hint of spiciness to this.
It's an odd beer.
I don't know if it's spicy, but it's I get a little alcohol.
Yeah.
It's warm. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, Imperial Porter, maybe an Imperial Stout that's not quite, one of the thicker ones. I get a ton of oak. It's kind of got a creamy feel to it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I like it, It's pretty good stuff. If it is bourbon barrel aged, I could definitely use more bourbon though. But it's a good beer. I'm going to give it a 4. Yeah, this is this is a real interesting beer. It's mildly sweet, creamy, oaky, smoky, and they all contrast with each other really well. And I'm really enjoying this. I have no idea what it is, but it's damn tasty. I'll give it an easy 4 1/4 out of 5. I really like it.
Yeah, I'm staying at 4. I like it. It's a molasses bomb now that I'm getting into it. Like all I can taste is molasses on this thing. But I do get some oak. I get some sort of black licorice flavor. And then I do get a real kind of bitter, dry finish on it. But I'm liking it. The carbonation's real nice, and it's decent beer. So I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 on this.
What is it?
Okay, I would probably myself give it a 4.25, and you finally hit an adjunct at the end, coffee.
Really?
Okay.
It is coffee.
And it is a collaboration. Trillium, Dusk Trill Dawn, Imperial Stout, brewed with coffee, 11.5%. It's not barrel aged.
Trillium and who?
Evil Twin.
Evil Twin.
And it,
no wonder with
it's their
like smoky, like molassesy flavors.
Smoked malts, and they use an experimental sugar.
Okay.
Well, it's probably that molasses flavor you get.
Yeah.
And it's PM Dawn, and they're even more Jesus.
Right. Okay.
Well, dude, this is super fresh, and I think for being this fresh, the coffee should pop more. I'm surprised
I
it
actually
doesn't.
don't get a ton of
Me
coffee.
neither.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Like
I
a
was
green
saying,
coffee,
I was
so
like, I
kinda
get a
like we
green
were
coffee,
saying,
bean,
yeah.
but I don't get a coffee stout.
It's roasty
at
and
all.
smoky, but it's not really heavy coffee.
Right.
I do taste that old world stout flavor that Evil Twin's known
Yeah.
for in this, for sure, though.
Yeah.
Now that I smell it, that molasses reminds me of an Evil Twin
Yes,
stout. Now that I know
absolutely.
it's an Evil Twin, I'm smelling,
Yeah.
you know, they're like, yeah, even more Jesus and stuff like that on it. But
This was an interesting one.
definitely an interesting beer. What I can't account for is that like oaky dryness.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
one thing I can't.
Well, I think PM Dawn is more on the drier side and a little thinner.
Yeah.
Than the even more, in my opinion, the even more Jesus.
Right,
flavor,
yeah.
A little more sticky. And,
Yeah.
But
It's a good
makes
stout.
for a nice
though,
blend.
yeah.
They just added coffee and some experimental sugar.
Well, thanks for busting this out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Till next time.
Cheers.